This is a Genesis Valkerion deck for the V series. Obviously, the starting Vanguard. I just went with one from the trial deck, but it doesn't really matter. I went with 3 Valkerion, not 4, because you already have the Deputized Bears. So it's like playing 4 is just too much. And then I play 4 Origin Deity of Heavenly Light Uranus. I like the restand skill, but if you don't want to go with it because it's a little more luck based, you can instead go for 4 Astrios Dragon and have 3 Neptunus of Pristine Flows instead of the 3 Astrios and 4 Uranus. I play 4 Prometheus. This might not be the best option, but I went with it because I find it useful in a lot of situations. I have 3 Battlemain Mutsuki. This is probably your best grade 2 ride because it gets you an imaginary gift marker just for writing it. It's a little bit of a steep cost, but it's not like you use all that much soul outside of Uranus, and you can just soul blast the grade 1 for it. I mean, the grade 0, so that you don't really, lose the ability to immediately go into Uranus. Then I have 3 Parthenos. It might make more sense to go with 4, but I prefer the 3 because it's you only get to do it after you've already ridden your Astral Poet. Therefore, it's more of a backup in case you don't have enough markers, but you should because you can just go with Uranus, making it fairly simple. And then there's Atlas of Heavenly Sphere. I have him partly for the soul charge and partly because he's just a free imaginary gift in case you have to go for Astrios instead of Uranus. And then I also play for Astria of the Full Heavens because Soul Charge 2 when you write it. And at the end of a battle of boosted, you Soul Blast 2 and get to return it to the hand. If you want to do that, don't see any reason necessarily to do that, but the Soul Charge 2 is nice because it can build up your soul for Uranus. Or Mutsuki, whichever one you want. And you also get to cycle through whenever you place it, which is probably the reason you'd want to put it back into your hand, but that's not particularly useful. Because you really only need the cycle once or twice, just because you want to get to Valkerion and Uranus, but if you get to Astrios, that he works too. That's why he's in there as the backup and just for the restand. 3 Diana of Moonlight. I thought 4 was a little too much, just because it's more for attack pressure, trying to get your opponent to guard it early on. But if it hits, that's also really good. And then 2 Deputized Bear just to get to Valkerion faster. Then I run 6 crits, 6 draws, 4 of which are obviously draw PGs, and 4 heals, because there's no reason not to. And yeah, that's gonna be my Valkerion deck. I mean, I don't like. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and goodbye.